my channel. So today, like I promised, we are doing the video which is all about jeans. And today I'm going to be having my hubby, who's my cousin's wife, all the way from States, answering all your questions related to your jeans issues. So we're going to sort all of that today. So let me tell you a little bit about Harman. So Harman is a beauty and fashion editor, and she has been working in that industry since the past 10 years, has done a lot of work. She's a celebrity stylist in the States. She also has her own blog, and she does a lot of editorial shoots as well. So let's FaceTime with her. So guys, we have Harman with us today, and I would really like Harman to introduce herself, to tell us a little more about herself so that all of you guys can get to know her a little better. So Harman, please tell us a little more about yourself.
Well, Erica gave me a great introduction, but just to give you a little bit more insight, I have been in the industry for over 10 years. And along with my editorial work, I've done red carpet dressing. I've gone to New York Fashion Week every season. And actually at Life and Style, I was the denim editor. So for over 5 years, I was responsible for coming up with all the denim trends based on what we were seeing on the runway, editorial, and also in terms of body type, what suits every single person based on their body type.
Okay, so now Harman, this is something that I usually face with jeans, and apart from the color and the style of jeans, I know nothing about jeans. Like, I'm admitting it, I know nothing about jeans. So I would really like to know a little bit more about jeans as well, because there's a lot about jeans, I'm so sure, because it can really change the way you look. It can change your appearance, it can make you look thinner, or it can make you look taller or a little more thicker. So I want to know a little more about jeans that I really don't know.
Yeah, so basically I will just go over the anatomy of a jean. So when you're in a store, these are some of the terms that I use when I'm going through and picking out my favorites based on whether it's body type or trend. One of the first things you need to look at is the stitching. Just be careful whether the stitching is frayed, and is it contrast stitching? Is it matching? Those play a big important role in how they suit your body type and how you will look in them. Another one is pocket placement. Pockets, believe it or not, they make a big difference. Right here we have a pair of Hudson jeans. And you can see how they're pocketed, but with these buttons, you would never even imagine that pockets make such a big difference. But if you have a pocket, it can accentuate your behind or it can minimize it. So if you're somebody who's looking for a little bit more oomph in your, your butt area, go for a pocket. If you're somebody who wants to minimize it and you're a little bit more insecure in the sense of, you just don't want to draw too much attention to it, go for something without a flap on it. It will help make it look a little bit smaller. Also, this is where contrast stitching plays like a big important role. When you have stitching that matches, it's going to look a lot more smaller, like here. Your eye naturally is not getting drawn to the back area. It's just looking smooth, slim, it's a clean wash, and whatnot. The other thing...
So basically, if you don't have a contrast stitch, it's going to look flatter. It
is going to look flatter, yes. Flatter, not necessarily flatter, but it's going to look smaller and more compact and more tight. Okay. In terms of wash, this is something that also makes a big difference regarding body type. If you have a really solid, nice, dark wash, you are going to look slimmer and you will naturally end up looking taller. If you are someone who's really petite and thin and you want to look, a little bit more curvier, look for something that has strategic fading placed, whether it's at the front or whether it's in the butt area. It will give you more dimension. It will give the illusion of a fuller behind. Another thing that sometimes people don't pay attention to is just the cut of a jean. If you want to look taller, go for slim cuts, go for straight cuts. If you're curvier, go for a boot cut or even a straight cut. It's really important that you pick the cut that's best for you. Don't always go based on the trend, because we all have different body types. As you can see, Eric and I, we're complete opposites. So even what I wear and she wears, it's going to be completely different. But we can take that same trend and incorporate it based on our body type. So I'm going to show you a pair of jeans here that have contrast stitching, because it's probably the easiest way to show you. So as you can see, these pockets, they're big, they have contrast stitching, they're placed further apart. If your pockets are placed further apart, it's going to give the illusion of a bigger behind. If the pockets are smaller, and if you don't use contrast stitching and they're also placed closer together, it's going to give you the illusion of a smaller behind. So always pay attention to those things. Also, just like the yoking has this little V area. If it's more straight, it's going to look more boxy. If it's more of a dramatic V or even an inverted V, it's going to give you the illusion of a bigger behind. So just be really careful, figure out what you want, and look at the jeans and analyze them in that way. So denim in general, jeans, I believe it's worth investing in. It's, it's a really tough material. It can last you several years. So, you can go street shopping and buy like a $20 pair of jeans. I'm not really sure how much it converts into rupees. Or you could spend, over $100. But the thing with the brands are they invest in the cut. They invest in how it fits. And they actually take into account a lot of different body types. Whereas sometimes with the less expensive denim, it's really just sort of a one size fits all, but in reality, one size does not fit all because we all have different shapes and sizes. Well, some of the other things you should look into is just even like whiskering, as I was mentioning before, if you are thinner or if you want to draw more attention, you could be curvy and you love your curves and you embrace your curves and you want to accentuate them even more. It's not necessarily always thinner girls who want to look like they have more curves, but right here you can see these are called whiskering. Faded lines are called whiskering. This right here is fading. When you see right here this little texture, that is called distressing. So you always want to make sure you are buying a pair of jeans where the distressing is where you want it to be, because you have to keep in mind that the attention is going to go there. Whether it be whiskering or fading, it's going to draw your eye in. So if you don't want anybody to look at your thighs, don't have those items placed there, because naturally we're gonna look there.
So basically you're saying that the whiskering and the shearings play an important role for making you look thin or thick on your thighs.
Exactly.
Okay, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this conversation, because it has got out so many things that I didn't know. I'm sure that you guys didn't know a few of these things too. So this is a really interesting topic right now that's going on, and also I have a series of questions that you guys wanted to ask Harman about regarding your jeans issues. So I'm going to be asking a few of those questions to Harman, and we are going to get into the question answer round now. So like you guys can see, I have a series of all the questions here, and I'm going to be asking Harman all of these questions which were asked by you guys. So starting off with the first question, which is, how is the easiest way to distinguish good quality jeans or not?
So, as I mentioned before, whether it's branded or not branded, look at the stitching, look at the quality, does it have any stretch to it? Does it feel good to the touch? Most importantly, when you put them on, if it feels comfortable, it feels comfortable. Sometimes it's not about the price. If it feels good, it's good. If it doesn't feel good, it's not good. So, but on the flip side, brands are putting more money into their product. They're putting more research into it. They're taking into account all the different heights and the body shapes. So sometimes, it is better to lean towards the branded items. But that's not to say you can't go, to the street stores and buy a pair as well, but it just needs to work for you.
The second question is, what is the must-have skinny jeans for every occasion and a must-have jeans in every girl's closet, which is combined with, which are a few other evergreen type of jeans other than slim fit jeans that all girls must have? I am bored of slim fit jeans. Thanks.
The one pair as of now, it's been around for many years. You need to have just a great, nice, solid, indigo washed pair of denim jeans in your wardrobe. You can easily transition that from day to night. You could go to a brunch. You could go to a work meeting paired with a nice button-down blouse. You could take it to date night. It's one of those foolproof jeans. In terms of other cuts, I personally always recommend a straight cut jean. It's really professional. It's a classic clean cut. It elongates the body naturally, And it's just, it's a sophisticated style that every girl should have in her wardrobe, where, maybe a skinny jean could look a little too trendy, but a straight cut, nice indigo pair of jeans, it's just important to have in your wardrobe. It can work for any occasion.
So the third question is, can we get jeans that are more comfortable and stretchable as leggings? My daughter refuses to buy one and wear one, complaining that it's not very comfortable to wear and sit on the floor, and also very heavy. Are there jeans similar to leggings? Erica and Herman, when I don't wear jeans, I can't answer her doubts. So which is combined with another question, which is, if we go to some religious place, I can't fold my legs properly, but I do manage to sit somehow. I think you must have got this, and it's difficult to tell. Hope you understand.
So, for both of these questions, I think the answer, it's, pretty similar. Opt for a pair that has more stretch in it, maybe more of a cotton blend where it's softer to the feel. So that way, if you're sitting down on the floor and if you're a young kid, you're bending up and down, you're running around, you're just having fun in life, you're not going to feel so restricted. Whereas, denim with less stretch in them, it's going to just, kind of constrict you and prevent you from moving around. So if you are going to a religious place, or if you're a young girl just wanting to have fun, definitely look for denim that has more softer materials such as cotton incorporated into it.
So our fourth question here is, how do we choose an ankle length jeans if we are of medium height? Because it becomes a full length jeans for me.
So this is one of those questions where, if you have a very specific body type, I would recommend, veering towards the branded denim. Because, a lot of these branded denims, they have petite sizes. They have short, regular, and tall. So that way it gives you a little bit more of an option on what works best for your height. Also, the other thing I would recommend is if you're unable to, go for the branded items, take your ankle length jean, roll it up a little bit, just above your ankle, and it's going to give the illusion of being a little bit taller. So that's a foolproof way also. But if you have the option of going towards the branded items where they can kind of, separate the denim based on your body type and height, then I would opt for that. Myself personally, I'm 5'9.5". I always have to go for brands that naturally have a longer inseam, or that they're specifically made for taller people. Sometimes certain brands work better for certain body types. They just naturally, or they're targeted towards that body type. So some brands are maybe more geared towards curvier people, some maybe towards taller, some are really inclusive and they include, the petite, the regular, and the tall. So you just have to find what works for you. There's no singular brand out there that's going to have something for every single person out there. Unfortunately, I hate to break it to you, but that perfect pair of jeans for every single person, it just doesn't exist. You have to find what works best for you.
So the next question is, when I go with leggings, I look much taller, but with jeans, I look shorter. Is there any type of jeans in which I could look taller as if in leggings?
So if the jeggings work for you, then you need to look at the jeggings and figure out, why do they work for you? Is it the color? Is it the wash? Is it the texture? Is it the fading? And try to basically duplicate that into your denim. You could go towards the jeggings. They look like denim. Some even have fake pockets on the back, but they're indeed leggings. But just try to see what's working for you in the leggings. Why is it not working for you in the denim? Is there a color difference? Literally just try to duplicate what's working for you, and you should be fine. But if not, opt for a jegging option, which solves both issues all at once.
Moving on to the next question. Well, I have an average height and my thighs are a bit thick. Which type of jeans will give me a perfect look?
So, if you're worried about your thighs and maybe, you're a bit curvier at that point, I would really recommend a boot cut or a straight. It's not as tight around the thighs, so it gives you a little bit more flexibility, and it's not as body hugging. So the straight cut is just going to take your eyes straight up. It's going to slim you down. Whereas the boot cut, it's going to come down and taper out slightly, flare out, and it will kind of even out the curves in your thigh area. So that's probably what I would recommend. I would probably stay away from the skinny jeans unless you're comfortable with it. If you're trying to minimize your curves and minimize your thighs, definitely opt for a boot cut or straight cut.
So the seventh question here is pretty interesting, and here we go. No matter what jeans we choose, they wear out fast because heavy people don't have thigh gap. What to do?
So fortunately for you, I have that same problem. I do not have a thigh gap. So what I do for myself, you got to find a denim that's a little bit of a thicker quality, so that it has a longer shelf life. If you find denim that's a little bit more thinner, naturally when it's rubbing up against each other, it's gonna wear out. And it's happened to me before. I end up with like little holes. Generally, it's after 2 to 3 years of wearing a pair of denim. But it's unavoidable. It is what it is. Embrace your curves, but look for a thicker denim. But during the summertime, if you're wearing something with a little bit of a softer material, just expect that it's going to happen. But it's okay. Just get another pair of jeans and enjoy.
Moving on to the ninth question, which is, hello sister Erica. Oh, whoa, I sound like a nun right now. Okay, my tummy and thighs are small, but my butt size is big because I had slightly big back. Which kind of jeans I have to pick to look normal back and tall? So basically here she's just asking us how could she make her backside look a little more smaller than usual, and how could she look taller by wearing an appropriate jeans.
So basically for this one, as I had mentioned, earlier, you need to stick to a dark wash, no contrast stitching. Find something that has a lot of elastic in it because it will naturally just suck you in, and that in itself will just, trim you all the way around. Smaller pockets, and make sure they're placed closer together because it'll give the illusion of a smaller butt.
Coming to the 10th question. See a lot of people out there in double denims. I am still under the impression that it's a no-go. What's your opinion on it, Erica? So, well, here is a question for me, and I would also like Harman to, answer this one. So, for me, I really like the double denims. It's just the way you carry it. It's just the way you team it up, and it is sure like a huge go. Like, a very nice way to wear your denims, and it's a very different way. So it really depends on how you carry it and how you style it.
When it comes to me, double denim, I love double denim. It's a trend that I'm totally behind. You just gotta be confident how you wear it, whether it's a pair of denim jeans or denim shorts with a denim shirt or a denim jacket. My personal recommendation, and you do what works best for you, as long as you carry it with confidence, all that matters. Myself personally, I like it to be a little bit more of a contrasted look, not too matchy. If you are going to go for an option that's a little bit more matchy, break it up, do some accessories, some fun, bold, bangles or earrings or a necklace that has some color to kind of break it up and look a little bit, deliberately styled. Just make sure you're having fun with it and everyone else will enjoy the look as well. But I'm 100% behind the double denim look.
I'm sure like most of us have experienced this at least once in our life, and that is an open fly. So this question is related to that. So we have a question here which is, hey Erica, I always buy jeans which properly fit me, but I don't know how. The zip just opens and I close it again, but it repeats, and what should I do? So why do these things happen? Harman, what do you have to say?
It happens to me all the time, and the most common reason is I'm not wearing the proper size jeans. I need to size up. But sometimes, there is a trick to it as well. All jokes aside, if you zip up your jeans and then then you close the button, the fly needs to be facing up, because then it needs to actually physically face down in order to slide back down, right? So it sort of like just traps it in there. But if you button yourself and then pull up the zip, it's really not secured. So that is the one trick I've learned that's worked for myself, because I do have a little bit of a tummy, is pull up the zip, make sure the fly is facing up, then close the button before you go. If not, you can just go to the side and do a little, zip up if you need to. This is your jean, correct? So make sure you zip it up. Make sure the fly is facing upward. Then you come through and then you button it up. That will secure it. See, you can't really pull it down. I mean, I guess unless you grab in there, but nobody's going to be grabbing in there. But there you go.
Moving on to the next question, which is, I'm very slim, so the jeans aren't very fitting around my ankles. So what sort of jeans should I wear? I think you should go to the kids section. I'm sorry, but sometimes it just works. Like, it's nothing to be shy about. You know, sometimes when I find a couple of things from the kids section, even my mom does, so you just can imagine, you just go, and it's much cheaper as well.
And you know what, Erica? Going to the kids section, there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of times, if you go to the kids section and it fits you, it's also going to be a lot cheaper. So if you can actually go to the kids section and buy your clothes from there, more power to you, because you're going to save money while you're getting something that's going to fit you even better. So, you know, if you're having trouble around the ankle area, most likely you're really petite. If you're having that issue. First, I would recommend finding another pair of skinny jeans that has a lot of stretch, with a lot of spandex in them. If that doesn't work, opt for a jegging. And if you still want something that's like, pure, regular, traditional denim, opt for a different cut. Go for a straight cut, go for a boot cut, or a trouser jean. Don't limit yourself to only wearing a skinny jean.
Moving on to the next question, which is, which kind of jeans is more comfortable for summer when you are at work?
I would definitely stay away from the thicker material. Do something that has, like the cotton blends in there. You need something that's going to be able to breathe and take in the air during those hot summer months. I would not wear like a thick winter type of denim during that time, because not only are you going to be sweating, you might start to have chafing and get a rash. It's just going to be all around uncomfortable. And, during that time, you want to feel light and airy.
Moving on to the next question, which is, hey Erica, my question is, which kind of jeans do I get if I have a pear-shaped body? I don't have overweight, but I am not slim. So actually I like skinny jeans and I wear these style most times. Do this appropriate me? Thank you in advance. So she basically has a pear-shaped body. She's not overweight, but she's not slim either, and she loves wearing skinny jeans, which she mostly wears, and she's asking if that's appropriate for her or not. So this is combined with another question, which is, which jeans is suitable for pear-shaped figure to look thighs and hips a little smaller? So basically she wants her thighs and her hips to look smaller. And which type of jeans, or high waist or low waist, and which color usually looks thighs and hips thin? Okay, so basically which kind of color and the style of jeans would make them look a little more thinner.
So for pear shapes, I mentioned it earlier, you need to do something that balances out the curves. So either a straight cut or a boot cut, to kind of balance yourself out. Avoid any fading, any whiskering, any distressing, because you just do not want to draw attention to that area, especially if it's an area that you're trying to minimize. So just do something really clean, simple, straight, boot cut, even a slight flare. That's what I would recommend.
Coming to the next question, which is another interesting question. After pregnancy, I have been gaining a lot of weight. I am short-heighted, so please suggest me jeans which would help me, because I would need high waist because of stretch marks and stitches.
So definitely high waist. If you just gave birth, depending, how long it's been, if you have stitches still within you, I'm not really sure, I would really opt for the pregnancy jeans. A lot of the brands offer them, and they have a soft, it's almost like a t-shirt material, stretchable panel on the top that would prevent, from giving any irritation to your stomach area. If it's been a while and you just want to sort of just like nip and tuck yourself, I would opt, for a high waist, dark wash, and definitely opt for something that has a softer blend. At that time, it's all about comfort for you. You just gave birth. Don't go for those stiff jeans that are a little restricting.
You will definitely get these kind of jeans at Mothercare, or you will definitely get at H&M, because I've seen those there, and they are something that would really keep you comfortable and will not really irritate you. So I think those are the ones that you would definitely require, and not the normal jeans. Moving on to our very last question for today, which is, what is the best way to take care of jeans? Should I never wash them? Combined with another question, which is, what I have seen in our jeans that it gets faded, especially the black ones. Yes, even mine. After frequent wash, so what's the best way to take care of your jeans?
So in regards to black denim, black jeans, I would definitely recommend washing them inside and out. It helps protect the color and prevent any fading of the black, and put it like on a low temperature. Denim in general, personally speaking, I don't really you do what works for you, but I just wash it when my jeans actually get dirty. Studies have shown whether you wash it after 1 or 2 wears or whether after a couple of months, the bacteria is still the same. That being said, maybe after 3 or 4 wears you can wash it, but I definitely would not recommend washing your denim after every single wear. You're just going to destroy it. You're going to affect the fading, the wash, and it's just not going to fit as well. And in general, always air dry. Do not put them in the dryer.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and we're going to come up with a lot more videos regarding, body types, trends, different kinds of things regarding fashion. And I hope you guys liked this video. I hope you guys enjoyed our, conversation that we had on FaceTime and learned from it, so you know a little bit more about jeans now than you did before. So Harman and me are coming with a couple of these videos now, and I hope to see you guys in my next video, our next video. So until then, bye bye.